Ladies and gentlemen, I just received an email from my friend Sword of the Spirit in the UK here. Sword of the Spirit UK. You should subscribe to his channel. And he says, Shock, I have encountered an atheist among atheists, and he says there's a Santa syndrome case, a Santa syndrome case. So we're going to click the video and let's see about the Santa syndrome case. And by the way, the video that you're watching is Sword of the Spirit's video, and he has done something very unique. I think it's all of us should do it. He's filmed his comment section on his channel, and he has caught atheists talking about Santa Claus incessantly. And I want you to notice the brilliance of Sword of the Spirit UK, where he challenges the atheist and says, well, what proof and evidence do you have that atheism is accurate and correct? Very good. So let's go ahead and listen to this. So this is Sword of the Spirit UK, who is talking about his comment section and how some of the atheists have Santa syndrome.
Right down here again. I say, where is the evidence for no God? Do you believe in unicorns? Santa syndrome!
Now you see, Sword of the Spirit UK immediately has been able to diagnose it as Santa syndrome. You see how he, as soon as he hears about unicorns, Santa, all this, this is a symptom of Santa syndrome. Listen closely. Let's hear that again.
I say, where is the evidence for no God? Do you believe in unicorns? Santa syndrome! Are there evidence for no unicorns? Of course not, but we don't believe in them because there are no evidence. There are no evidence for them. The same, we don't believe in God because there are no evidence. All your base, I belong to us.
Now, watch how Sword of the Spirit UK, and you can go to his video explaining the story so far, part 1, all types of atheists talking about Santa. But watch how he asks the atheist to provide proof and evidence that atheism is accurate and correct. Brilliant response. It drives them crazy because there is no evidence that atheism is accurate and correct. Do you know Richard Dawkins has failed to provide evidence? Every atheist on YouTube has failed to provide proof and evidence that atheism is accurate and correct. What it really is an opinion, based on opinion, no scientific data, facts, or evidence. So watch this.
Are no evidence? Miracles. And do you have Santa syndrome because using unicorns is a variant, i.e.,
did you see that? Sword of the Spirit says, Sword of the Spirit UK says, now do you have Santa syndrome because using unicorns is a variant, and he is right. Notice how he's helping the atheist realize that he does have Santa syndrome. Now what?
Typical atheist. I have made my point, I presume. And he says the word miracles is the evidence of God. I can give you another word, if you like, parallelism. Is that evidence of atheism? You haven't given me any evidence that miracles have ever happened. So
now, here we go. Sword of the Spirit UK is going to ask the question that all atheists fear to answer. They'll never answer it. They'll run from it. Here we go.
No, you haven't given me any evidence that there is a God. And even if miracles happen, why does that prove God's existence? Maybe it proves the existence of the warlock or genies. My evidence of what? The evidence that I have seen any evidence? Well, I'll tell you now, if you want to see miraculous signs, you actually need to have a little bit of faith, at least just a little bit, and approach God without the arrogance and conceit that you're approaching him with. Because you're not going to get anywhere the way you're acting now. I'm sorry. I really am sorry, Lamar. I'm sure you're a great person and that, but no. You're forgetting you have no evidence.
Now, so the atheist is telling Sword of the Spirit UK, you have no evidence. Watch the brilliant response of Sword of the Spirit as he turns this around and throws the atheist on his heels and on the defense.
Can you give me some that show atheism is accurate and correct?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's how you do it. Way to go, Sword of the Spirit. You're going to see a pop-up appear here. Click the pop-up. Subscribe to Sword of the Spirit UK especially, because you know in the UK there is a lot of atheism there, and so for a person to be a Christian in the UK is getting to be a rarity. So if you guys are a Christian anywhere at all, please subscribe to Sword of the Spirit UK. Tell him Shock sent you. He's a brilliant young man, and we do support him. And he has just discovered Santa Syndrome case number 39.